So I have my tea, I have my bookshelf, I have a very precariously balanced camera. I think I'm ready to begin. My name's Katie and I like books quite a lot. About a year ago I started a literary blog called Books and Things where I review a different book every week. I review anything and everything from fantasy to literary fiction, from short stories to the odd thriller, basically because I read and enjoy a lot of different books. I've been thinking for ages about starting up a Booktube channel as well, which I could use for something slightly different to my blog, but I kept putting it off for ages. Last week I'd pretty much decided that I was never ever going to do this. And then I watched a video by Jen Campbell called Let's Talk About Booktube, which I will link in the thing below. In this video, Jen Campbell spoke about everything that makes Booktube wonderful and exciting and really good fun, and I remembered not only why I love watching Booktube videos so much, but also why I might quite like to make them. Basically, I like talking about books to anyone who will listen, so I think Booktube might just suit me. The other thing Jen Campbell spoke about in her video was that she'd like to see more people on Booktube making videos about literary fiction, and I thought, yeah, okay, I could do that. A lot of people on Booktube are talking about YA, and I've never really known if that's just because people who watch Booktube only really want to hear about YA, or if maybe there's some kind of gap that isn't really being filled. And while I love John Green as much as the next person, the majority of what I read is literary fiction and classics. I love books that don't really fit into the genre categories. Authors such as Diane Setterfield, who wrote The 13th Tale, or books like Kazuo Ishiguro's Remains of the Day. I also really love 19th century literature. My favourite authors ever are Jane Austen and Charles Dickens. They're just such wonderful, wonderful authors. I love them. They are my favourite people ever. My favourite novel of all time is Our Mutual Friend by Charles Dickens. It's just so good. It is the best book ever. Just a bit of background about me. I did my undergrad degree in English literature and history, and I'm currently doing a master's in creative writing. Like many bookish people, I am much better at written communication than verbal communication, so I feel like I'm taking a bit of a risk doing this. Also, like many bookish people, I don't get on very well with technology. Generally, when laptops, cameras, phones, anything come anywhere near me, they just break and die. So just how this whole editing malarkey will go remains to be seen. However, I will try my best. I'd like to try and use this channel for something slightly different to my blog. I'm going to keep doing weekly book reviews there, so I probably won't do many book reviews here, but I will do the general Booktube stuff, wrap-ups and all of that kind of thing. Also on my blog I tend to review books that have been published in the last 5 to 10 years, so it'll be really nice to be able to use this channel to talk more about all the old books that I love. So basically, please subscribe if you would like to hear more from me, and please bear with me as I'm very new to this. However, I will be back soon with more bookish stuff. In the meantime, happy reading.